In the 8th century, a new dynasty took over one of the largest empires in the world, the Islamic Caliphate. Although little remembered in the West today, the Abbasids ruled for 5 centuries and oversaw a period of Islamic military dominance, city building, brilliant scholarship, and technological innovation. This is the story of the Abbasid Caliphate. In 632, Prophet Muhammad died in Medina, and his followers spread across the Arabian Peninsula, uniting under the rule of the first Caliph Abu Bakr. They then exploded onto the world stage, taking on the 2 superpowers of the Middle East, the Eastern Roman and Sassanid empires. Both were weak after decades of war, and the Muslims mounted a spectacular campaign, winning victory after victory. But in 656, the 3rd Caliph Usman was assassinated, sparking the first Muslim civil war, or fitna. Ali, cousin and son-in-law of the Prophet of Islam, enjoyed popular support, but Muawiyah, a relative of Usman, opposed him. The Umayyads built one of the largest empires in history, but their rule was marked by internal divisions and discontent. In 747, a new symbol rose to challenge their rule: the black banners of the Abbasids. The Abbasids were an Arab family, descended from Al-Abbas, the uncle of the Prophet of Islam. They promised a return to true Islam, correct teachings, and moral leadership. In 747, with the Caliphate once again in the throes of rebellion and civil war, the Abbasids would seize their opportunity. In eastern Khorasan, a general named Abu Muslim started a rebellion and took the black flag of the Hashemites as his symbol. The Abbasids now led the revolution, and the following year, their forces met the forces of the Umayyad Caliph Marwan II at the Zab River. Most of what we know about the ensuing battle comes from Abbasid sources. Caliph Marwan seems to have been a brave but reckless commander, who launched a cavalry charge against the Abbasid line. Abbasid historians describe how their own armies, inspired by recent victories, stood fast. Their barrages of spears repelled the cavalry. The attack ends in disaster. The Umayyad were demoralized, their army defeated. Marwan himself fled the battle, but was pursued and killed in Egypt. Other Umayyad were similarly hunted down and exterminated. Even graves were desecrated. The Abbasids now ruled the caliphate, and their greatest caliph was Harun al-Rashid. Many legends have been narrated about him. The rightly guided, his court was a place where religion and philosophy could be openly discussed, and his scholars translated classical works from Greek, Middle Persian, and Sanskrit into Arabic. The center of knowledge was the city's famous library, Beit al-Hikmah, the House of Wisdom. Here and across the caliphate, scholars made many original discoveries, knowledge that would be much sought after in the medieval West. The caliph's palace in Baghdad was a place of great beauty and luxury, with intricate gardens and fountains, and a grand throne room where the caliph would receive foreign ambassadors and dignitaries. The Abbasid Caliphate was also a major center of trade and commerce, with the Silk Road passing through its territories and bringing exotic goods and ideas from across the world. But despite its great achievements, the Abbasid Caliphate was not destined to last forever. In the 9th century, the Caliphate began to decline, weakened by internal divisions and external threats. In 945, the Umayyad dynasty, a Persian Shia family, seized power in Baghdad and established a new dynasty that would rule the Caliphate for over a century. In 1055, the Seljuk Turks, a Sunni Muslim dynasty from Central Asia, captured Baghdad and established a new Sunni Caliphate. In 1258, the Mongols, led by Hulagu Khan, captured Baghdad and destroyed the city, marking the end of the Abbasid Caliphate. The Abbasid Caliphate may be gone, but its legacy lives on in the culture and learning of the Islamic world. From the House of Wisdom to the Silk Road, the Abbasids left a lasting impact on human history.